I'm letting go, 'cause I can't take this anymore. Since you broke my heart in two.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Detail, aka Yurtle, back for another race commentary here today. We're on Orange Show Speedway for this Reach Throwback Grand Finals. This is my first time doing an oval commentary, something I have dreaded up to this point, so I'm going to do my best. One take, no cuts, unless these things get really bad here. But as you can see, this is a very short track, unlike a lot of previous oval races we've done. Not a whole lot of space for the draft cheese, and we got a stacked field here today with 12 drivers. So things are going to get pretty intense. Detail's really diving that inside. And as you can see, this track has an interesting line. I think the inside is very obviously the fast line with the bumps, but you do have to hit them kind of in a certain line to really catch the full effect of that. And then on the straights, I think you kind of, after diving the inside, if you go out and swing in, it's probably the best line. But like I said, with so many drivers in the field, you really don't have a lot of space to make that move happen. And speaking of moves, looks like Saunch is making a move to the lead, and that's something he's going to be looking to do after making this pass on Hunter. And it looks like he does have the edge, and he's going to complete the pass. Now it looks like Nuked saw the door open for him as well, and he's going to try to get in the second. We're on board with Canby here, currently sitting in 4th place. Now things getting closer to the lead. Go on board here with Sully, a little bit further in the back. Good to see some people that only raced a little bit, or in the case of Realto, that bribed his way into the grand finals. You gotta respect it. Go on board with him now. Looks like Luke is gonna have space on the inside, have a tire. He's gonna look to get past. Interesting about all over races actually is in a lot of cases it doesn't matter what kind of pace you have throughout the races. Where are you when the last caution comes out? And in many cases the green, white, checkered. So just see how people play their cards. If they're going to be aggressive, I think everyone wants to lead some laps and stay at the front if possible, but you could be in dead last the entire race and then up until the last caution. Oh, Luke going into the rumble, and we're going to have our first caution with the dismount. As we race across the line, no! Roman goes rogue and sends Hunter into the freaking wall. So much cheese just happened. And some of these cautions, you know, people are trying to get shit sorted, figure things out. So we're gonna have to do a little fast forward cheese a bit here. But as I said, you could be in dead last the entire race, and as soon as the last caution comes out, say you end up in 5th, 6th place, you make a couple moves with, you know, 2-3 laps to go, you could very easily take a win after being in last the entire time. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. That could be taken out of context. Moving on. So it looks like Canby had a really good restart on that inside, I believe. He's going to be getting on the inside of Nuked. Saunch still out in the lead, doing a pretty good job of holding things down. And someone got cheese in the back there. It looks like it was Hunter. Hunter just involved in so many incidents. And that will be our second caution as we get things lined back up here. Go on board with the leader, because why not? Pace back to the line. We still got Slaunch and Nuke at the front row. Slaunch has a really good restart on the inside, exactly what you want to see if you want to maintain this lead. The restarts are so important out in front. You see, he's the one that has space, and he's able to run whatever line he wants, really. See Slaunch kind of going middle there, and then diving back on the inside. Looks like we kind of have a 3 wide. Hunter going completely sideways, and he goes into the pits. Hunter, unfortunately, that isn't a caution, even though it actually probably should be. That's technically going out of track, and that's how we've done things in some of the newer tracks we've made, like in World of Outlaw. But that probably should have been called a caution. But, you know, you live and you learn. just thinking about it in hindsight. So we got a 3 wide. Looks like Luke, Roman, and Turkey. Luke making his way up the field after that unfortunate incident in the caution, and starting towards the back after a decent Supercross finish. I believe he got 4th. Turkey goes into the wall. I'm not sure if that's going to be green. It looks like maybe some contact, but we'll see how Turkey calls it. Turkey's a pretty fair man when it comes to these cautions. Got to respect him for that as much as he loves to chow people. Speaking of chow, Dietz is going on the inside of Opix and Real Deal. A lot of crazy battles throughout this pack so far. Let's go on board. Saunch trying to deal with the blue drivers. Blue flag drivers, blue drivers. That is a yellow man. Things get super tricky. Hunter trying to make his way back towards anybody at this point. So doesn't really want a blue flag, but the leaders, you know, just have the right of way. Except for in very specific track types or situations. And I'm afraid this is not one of them. See, crazy pack we got going there. It's like a four-way battle. Kind of splitting it up in a packs of 2. Let's get this overhead shot. Looks pretty sick. I am a big fan of the way this track is designed aesthetically. With the things you could do back in the day. I think this is a pretty sweet looking track. Let's just move around the field a bit. You see Real Deal getting a pass back on detail, it looks like. Good to see Real Deal getting some races in. Race nights are always better and far trollier when he's involved, but I like that shit, so hell yeah. Oh, we got a crazy 3 wide. Looks like for second place. Luke has made his way up big time in the field. Now, once again, he is challenged for that second place position. Nuke has the outside, not the advantageous line here. He's going to try to get aggressive, try to defend it a bit. Hoping to only get passed by Luke and then maybe make a retaliation move. Doesn't want to let him and Camby get by, but he's doing a pretty decent job holding his outside line, which can be tough. I'm looking at detail an incident or something, because now he's sitting there battling with Slaunch for whatever reason, kind of trolling a bit. Sully doing pretty well so far, about mid-pack at the moment, but once again he was starting towards the back, and made his way up a bit. Looks like he's trying to figure out his line, what exactly he wants to be running here, experimenting a bit. And ooh, looks like Camby, looks like some wag out cheese just driving straight in the wall. Super unfortunate. We have to wait till he officially is lagged out of the game, but this will be another caution. There he goes. Just unfortunate. Oh, crazy. Hunter popping a wheelie and getting bullied by the rest of the field. But yeah, this was a little delayed. Not entirely sure what happened. And we came to the conclusion that Camby did in fact lag out. And we're going to have a caution off of that. And another unfortunate thing is Camby couldn't join in progress in the game. Gotta love Halo and MCC, but we're gonna have Slaunch, Nuked, Luke, Roman, Soul, Sully, Real Deal, Opix, Turkey, Detail, and then it'll be Hunter, Camby when we get back around to the next lobby. Pacing to the line. Solid restart from the whole field, not something you see too often. Slaunch been holding on to this lead for about half of the race at this point. Doing a pretty good job. Looks like Soul has somehow made his way up there though, and we're gonna have a 3-wide three-wide battle for the lead, and we got like 5 wide now. A lot of guys making their way towards here. Of course, Slaunch in the lead is gonna get cheesed. Have a dismount, and that'll be a race to the line. Some confusion about maybe when the caution happened, so maybe not a race to the line. Don't know if that was the correct call. Wasn't fully watching that, but you know, what can you do? Moving on. I guess it looks like Sully ended up with the lead at this caution. Soul second. Looks like Luke and Roman still third, fourth. Really tragic stuff from, it looks like, Sancha and Nuke. Guys that were holding the first two spots for like to get about half the race and up towards the back. So you hate to see that. Turkey really making moves, getting here in a top 5 position, trying to work his way up to the podium. Turkey been super strong on all these oval races throughout the entire season. On all accounts, probably the second strongest racer outside of Luke, maybe. Yeah, Turkey's doing his thing. Hunter goes into the wall, does a crazy barrel, and of course he's going to dismount once again. Hunter just involved in all these incidents. Not a whole lot you can do here. That'll be another caution. Looks like Luke has made his way up into second. Sully's still holding on the lead. Turkey does get into podium position. Roman just staying stagnant in that 4th place position, which is not a bad place to be. We will go on board here with Papa Slaunch. Wants to work his way back up to the front in detail somehow. Something I didn't even notice is worked his way up. Now sitting in 4th, and he's battling for that 3rd place position. So after being in the back for pretty much the entire race, gets shoved out of the track by Turkey, and Luke just goes on the inside, lets off a bit. So I think that was fair. I heard some conkers calling me out during the race. I did nothing wrong. It was either I die or I do that. So suck me off. But once again, the pack getting crazy. We're on board with Opix at the moment. Switch on to Nuked, who has done a pretty good job gaining some positions back after getting cheesed and dismounted a couple cautions ago. Hunter in the back, it's so unfortunate. Just can't stay out of these cautions. Part of the lag cheese being across the water. But yeah, it looks like Nuked is doing it. Realdo going for a pass back, maybe. It's a good effort diving on the inside there. And, Roman is towards the back now. Roman is in second to last place. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he was doing a really good job staying towards the front. So you hate to see that. It looks like this top 3 battle is getting super close. Looks like Luke is trying to make a move on Sully. In detail, following behind, looking for an opportunity. Maybe after Luke gets on Sully's inside, maybe he can do the same thing. When you're one being chowed from behind, Lamau, it's very easy to just fall back and back several spots when you're in the lead. If you don't maintain here. Let's go on board with it. See Sully trying to hold him off. Luke is just getting a tire in there. I think Sully just has to give the room at this point. Can't defend it much longer. See Detail looking for the opportunity. Sully goes out a little wide. Doesn't have the run. Once again, Turkey's still working right there. Nuke not too far behind either. Looks like these positions are going to settle a bit. Try to get the line dialed. Looks like Detail did have it good that time. And Sully goes out a bit. Detail is going to get on Sully's inside. Super scrappy racing. Really right in that rumble. Looks like Detail is going to get that pass for second. See, can Sully set it up, though? Looks like he does have a pretty good run there going outside, inside. I think that is the fastest line on this track. Yep, and he's going to get that tire in. See, we're going to be side by side now. Sully hits the bump, pops a 2-wheel, and these two both get in the wall. That's definitely going to be a caution. See, when it's called, I think Sully just wasn't on exactly the right page. I'm pretty sure Luke was actually 100% across the line at that point. So this should have been the race to the line around. Looks like Sully just stopped. I guess kind of confused about when exactly it came out or what it should have been. So I'm pretty sure Sully wasn't right in that situation. I think if he would have just raced across the line, that was a pretty poor restart. He wasn't exactly ready. Again, maybe trying to figure things out. So we're going to run it back. So Sully should have been, I think, in 4th, not 3rd. But you know, you can't do much about it here. And we don't have too many laps to go. We're bordering towards maybe 12 or so laps, I think. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's completely wrong. It barely caught the checkpoint count. Maybe like 20 laps. I'm not too sure. I'm fumbling here. Maybe. Never mind. I don't know. I don't know at all. I have no idea. Maybe about 20 laps. That's my guess. Going, I think, 97, 98 checkpoints. Anyways, back to the race. Detail and Soul, super close. Rildo trying to dive. Detail kind of gets into it. Shoal subs him down. Luke's still holding the lead. Sully second. Some weird bogs in the back, it looks like. Looks like Nuke makes his way back up into the podium position. Soul trying to make his way into the spot now. Soul been pretty good on these oval races. Had some of his best finishes on the season throughout. And I think you can see why. It's just at the right time, always making his way towards the front. Looks like Turkey is going to make that pass on Nuke as well. Let's see, can Nuke set anything up? Oh, and there's another dismount. Looks like Hunter. Of course, Nuke gets involved in it too. Super unfortunate. Turkey, Cheese, and Detail off the track again. But once again, this will be another caution. Gonna have Luke and Sully. Soul, Turkey, Detail, Slaunch. Looks like Real Deal Opix maybe. And then we got Nuke Roman and Hunter, and I completely didn't see who the last person was. Camby and Hunter. My apologies. Can't forget about Camby. But yeah, these laps are winding down. Detail goes into the, I think it was into the bordering. I think he was side by side with Soul maybe. And he's going to end up in the back. That will 100% be another caution. Detail was in a really good position. Homie is a little triggered. Understandably so, if I will say so myself. But yeah, there's maybe like 5 laps to go at this point, I think. And there's a possibility there's not even another caution in this race. So this last restart is super crucial. Want to make sure you get off to a good start here. Luke and Sully still holding those top 2 positions. Soul having a good restart there. Is going to get on his inside. And there's a bog in the back. Detail. Super unfortunate. But this is about, I think we might be on 2 to go right here. So keep your eye out. Looks like Luke has really pulled away. Put some space between him and the rest of the field. Sully trying to dive on Soul's inside. I think this might be the finish. And this will be the finish. Luke is going to take the win. Looks like Sully, everything else didn't have too close of a view on, but we will run it back. Get a view on exactly what happened here. As we fast forward a bit to really look at all these positions. I think Super jumping up in the field. And 100% Luke, runaway victory. Take another win on the night. Soul, super impressive second. Sully, another podium in third. And looks like Real Deal is just going to edge out Turkey and Camby, who will come 4th, 5th, 6th. Looks like Nuke 7th. Opix 8th. Hunter 9th. Slaunch 10th. Roman 11th. And Detail will come in last place in that 12th place position. Very visibly triggered. The stops on the track after the line. But yeah, that will be the race. A really crazy one here. Once again, Luke taking the win. Soul 2nd. Sully 3rd. Real Deal 4th. Turkey 5th. Camby 6th. Nuke 7th. Opix 8th. Hunter 9th. Slaunch 10th. Roman 11th. And Detail in that last place position. Really crazy race here at Orange Show Speedway. Super intense. A lot of really great battles. But I will be seeing you in the next race at Laguna Seca Raceway. I don't know why I said like that, but yeah.